Hey, what's up, everybody? Uh, it's about 7:30 this morning. I got up. I didn't got a early enough start this morning, but I did got what I wanted to get done. I have a patch that always wants to stay wet, and of course I will be planting my squash in 2 weeks, and I had to get. It still was a little bit wet in some areas, and I had to get my till through it because I had a bunch of wheat growing in there. And of course we cleaned out the barn last fall and we threw all the loose straw and stuff out on it, and that's where the wheat came from, which that was a big mistake. So I don't know if you can see it very well, but there's the patch. And here's something I developed for it. I don't know if you can see or not, but there is. If I can turn this thing around. Okay. There's a ditch there. I had made that because if I didn't, this whole end right here, you can tell it's still pretty wet, but I think I till to it. It's not as bad as what it usually is. It'd be worse if I made that ditch there. Would be soaking wet. I did try to till this patch a week ago, got the till stuck. This patch here is probably the only patch I might have that was a mess to till up, just because of the wheat and all that stuff that was growing in it. That's the bad thing about this soil is when it's wet, when it rains, it stays wet. We're gonna get some rain here next, I think Saturday and Sunday we're gonna get some rain. So it'll probably be wet for a little while. I want to till it up to get this wheat tilled up and to get some air and some sun get to it to help dry it out some. What I'll probably do is after it rains, I'll probably wait a couple of days and run the wheeler hoe plow through it, and hopefully that will help dry it out a little quicker, the soil. Like I said, the soil when it rains it stays wet, and of course another bad thing about this patch here, when it stays dry, the soil also stays dry. Last year I had green beans in here last year, and I think they didn't do very well. I think I only got about 20 pounds of green beans off, about 15 or 20 pounds of green beans off of it last year. They didn't do very well. My dad thought it was the soil, but I don't think it was the soil. I think it was more like the hot weather had something to do with it. That's why I'm gonna do squash in here, because squash do need a little bit of water, but not as much as what green beans do. And with squash, I don't have to worry about the deer messing with them neither, like I do with green beans. There's my patch, my new patch across the ditch. That's my new patch I tilled up this year. But I plant carrots and radishes over there, and that's probably where I want to plant my fall crop of broccoli too, probably around July. I guess I'll show you how muddy this patch is. Here's my till. There's the wheel. Yeah. Only a Huck Savannah can get through something like that. But yeah. I might make another video here another week. Maybe just distribute, probably showing you people how to make your soil in your garden dry out quicker. I might do that video maybe sometime next week. So that's a little update there. So I guess I'll see you next time.